All right, back with some more real estate tips or education in real estate. Team Ruggles, Atlanta Communities, Cartersville, Georgia. We are a part of Atlanta Communities in Cartersville, Georgia. Today I'm going to be talking about FHA loans, the Federal Housing Administration loans. Okay, first-time home buyers. This is definitely a good option for you, especially if you have low credit, as well as not much money to put down, a low down payment. Okay, so how does it work? The loan is issued by the lender, okay, but it is insured by FHA. So what does that mean? That basically means that the lender is really not at any risk at all, okay? You can default on your loan, but they're still going to get paid because it's insured by FHA, okay? FHA insurance protects the lender. If you default, this allows them to give you a lower down payment with a lower, easier credit requirement as well. All right, and let's get into the credit requirements for an FHA. A 580 is what they're looking for to give you a 3.5% down payment. All right, so if it was a $100,000 house, it would be $3,500. All right, would be your down payment. Of course, you have other things involved in the closing cost. However, like if you did a conventional loan at $100,000, you would have to put down $20,000. So you're actually benefiting with an FHA in that instance. Credit score flexibility as low as 500. Sometimes they'll allow that with a 10% down, so you'll have to go a little bit higher. Higher debt to income ratios allowed. What does that mean? That means you can have, let's say your income for the month is $1,000, and your ratio of bills that you have to pay to that income is basically, say $600. Okay, so they're looking for a lower ratio, a lower number to that 1,000 on a conventional loan, whereas with the FHA, it can be a little bit higher than that. All right. So loan can be assumed by a buyer if you sell. So if you sell, the buyer can assume that FHA loan. Okay. Now, it must be for your primary residence only. You can't have anything like a rental property or anything like that, or a second home. Okay. Stable income and employment history. Of course, anytime you get your credit checked and going for a loan, you're going to have that. Mortgage insurance premiums, that is a must. You have to have mortgage insurance with the FHA. Property must meet FHA appraisal. Okay, so this is different. It's a little more strict than a regular appraisal or inspection. So let's say that you get a regular inspection, okay, and everything's hunky-dory, all right, but FHA is going to have to inspect it or appraise it as well, and when they inspect it, they're looking for a lot of different things. Some of the big ones are railings on stairs, all right, such as a deck. Your back deck doesn't have a railing on the stairs going down, it's probably not going to pass, all right. Gutters is another big one for some reason. Gutters, you have to have gutters on the roof for it to pass. All right, so different requirements. It's a little bit more strict. Loan limits, they vary by county and property type. Most areas are up to $498, $257 for a single family home. Bartow's close to that. I think I saw that Bartow is more of a 468 maybe. It might be changed as of now anyways. Higher limits in expensive housing markets. All right. So to get the rates and the number that you can go up to as far as paying for a home, that will more than likely come from your lender once you find your lender that you're going to use. All right. So, very much so, the first-time home buyers with a lower credit, with seeking easier qualifications for the mortgage, lower credit, they don't have as much money to put down, so a lower down payment. Those types of things are good for those first-time home buyers. So this came from Team Ruggles with Atlanta Communities. We're serving Bartow, Floyd, and Gordon counties in Georgia. 770-240-2000 is the office number. You can get myself, Eric Ruggles, or my wife, Kim Ruggles, through the directory and leave us a message if you have questions. Also, you can comment. You put it in the comments. Any questions or anything that you would like to see maybe next time. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and share and subscribe. All right, there'll be more coming out like this type of stuff and information. So, anything else like Facebook, Instagram, share, like. All right, thank you very much, and I hope this helped you out.